Hello friends, welcome back to this edition of Java Learning. Today we are going to learn number patterns. Number patterns, when you have to have the concept of nested loop. If you are not aware of nested loop, please see my video nested loop in Java. A loop within a loop is called a nested loop. Here it deals with rows, first row, second, third, fourth and fifth row, right? And when you're in the first row, how many columns you have? One. When you're in the second row, you have two columns. Similarly, in the third row, you have three columns and so on. And the first row is when one, the inner loop column row is also going one time, and it is printing the column loops value, which is 1. When it is, the outer loop is 2, the inner loop is going outer loop times, that is row number of times. So inner loop is counting what? 1 and 2. So that is getting printed side by side. So basically these are all what row and column game. When you finish this particular row, you come down to the next line, right? So this is how you're doing this, and this is going the same way but n number of times. Now here it is going in the same right angle triangle format, but here it is printing the value of a row, right? But here it is printing the value of column 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here it is printing the row value. Okay, when row value is 1, inner loop is also going one time. It is printing row value which is 1. Then when the row is 2, the inner loop is going 2 times only, and it is printing row value, that is 2, 2 and so on. So let us straightway, and here you see this is again a right angle triangle, but here you are not printing the row or the column value. Rather you have a third variable which is counting 1, 2, 3, 4 continuously, and this counter should be inside the inner loop. It is continuously counting till this much. Then here it is little different. You are asking a character from the user. It can be a number, or it can be any symbol or a digit or an alphabet, and you're asking also the row and the column. And when you're saying row 4 and column 5, in that format it is printing only the character 7. Row is 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and column is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 into 5 format, you're printing this particular character. Now this one is little different. This is a inverse right angle triangle. You were counting here 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, but here what it is doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then again starting from 5, 4, 3, 2, then 5, 4, 3. So your starting value is 5 is constant, and then it is reducing by 1. Here is the work of a blank space. 5 blank spaces, then 1, 4 blank spaces, then 1, 2, then 3 blank spaces, then 1, 2, 3, and so on. Here you're printing first a blank, then 1, then 2 blanks, then 2, then 3 blanks, 3, and so on. And here it is 4 into 5 format, or it can be any dimension like 4 into 4, 4 into 5, whatever, but you're printing the row value, right? 1, then all the 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s. Let us deal with the first one, right? I told you here I'm going to print the value of inner loop. So let us go to our BlueJ window. So here we come, and let us write the program. The first one is for, caps lock is on, put it off, for int I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 5, I plus plus. So the row is going 1 to 5, and so let me close the inner loop. And inside inner loop, inside outer loop, you have, this is your outer loop, right? This is for your rows. And the same thing I'm going to do what for column. Control C and undo, Control V out here, but this is a J loop. J loop is counting from 1, but it is going I number of times. I means when inner loop is, outer loop is 1, J will also go 1. If it is 2, then this loop will again start from 1 and will go till I times, that is 2. Then when it is 3, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So this particular thing is for columns in a particular row. So in this row, what you're doing, you're printing the value of column IZ, so that is J. And you're printing, when you're printing C1, here you have no problem, but when it is in the next line 1 and 2, it will print, in a row, columns are side by side, so you have to use print command, not ln. Once you finish this particular row, then you will come down to the next line. For this you have to write so this is done. Now let us compile the program. No syntax error. Now let us run the program. So this is our BlueJ window, right? So I'll just show you the output. So this is basically the output of this particular program, the first program, right? So let us clear this and let me go to my second program, which was, let me go here. This is going n number of times, same thing, but it is, the row is ending where that will come from the user. So let us go to this particular thing, and here I say int n. The loop will end, outer loop, okay, row will be going n number of times, and the rest remains the same. Compile it. Now you just minimize this program and you just run the program. Let's give 10. Okay, so if we just increase the terminal window 1 to 10, it is printing. I hope you have understood. Let us go to the third program. This is printing, I told you, it is a right angle triangle, the same loop structure, but it is printing the value of what? Row. So let us go here and let me open the program. Here instead of J, let us print the value of I. Compile, close, and let me run the program. Okay, now here, there it was going 5 times. Let me give the value 6 out here. You will have 6 rows, right? So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, and 6, 6, 6. So I think you have understood this third program also. Now let us do the fourth program. It is printing 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4. You see, this is inverse right angle triangle. Now if you count 1 to 5, the loop goes 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you count 5 to 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that is also counting 5 times. Now let us use this concept 5 to 1 in the outer loop, and let's see how it is printing the program, right? So let us again go to BlueJ window and let me do some changes. So it is starting from 5 to more than equal to 1, more than equal to 1, and this time it is reducing by 1. And J loop is going from 1 to I, that is 1 to I means 5, right? So 5 times this loop will go. Then when this is 4, when I turns 4, 1 to 4 times it will go 4 times, and it will print the value of I. So first time 5 times 5 will be printed, then 4 times 4 will be printed, and so on. Let us compile. Now let me close this and run the program. Again, oh sorry, I forgot to remove this int n. So let me try with 6, right? So this is my terminal window. Close this and run this once more. Let me give 6. So 5 5 5 4 4 4. Okay, I gave what initially, then the output came, but I did not see it. So this is, this time I have given 5, so it is printing 5 5 5 5 4 4 4 3 3 3 2 2 and 1. I hope you have understood this one also, right? Now if you don't want, it was asking me the value because of this. If you remove this, now if you run, just see what happens. It is printing in the same format. So this is actually the output, right? So this is your 4th program's output. Now let me go to the 5th program. 1 2, this is in a right angle triangle format only, but I told you that it is it will need a 3rd variable for counting continuously. So let me take a variable called int a, which is suppose initially 1, right? So it is printing a, and then it is increasing the value of a by 1, right? So 1 2 3 on, it will keep on counting. Okay, let me compile this and let me run the program. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Why it is so right angle triangle format? Why it is not coming? Let me check it out. Okay, it is coming, but 1 2 3 4 5, then 4 numbers out here. These are 2 digits number, right? For that it is creating problem. To remove that problem, what you do what? Plus \t. This is the escape sequence. In between digits you will have a tab space that will remove the last problem. Okay, let us compile. Now escape sequences, if you are not aware of, see my video escape sequences in Java. Compile. Now let me run the program. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and so on, right? So this was actually the output. It is going till 15, right? One more time it will go. See, I forgot to write. So this is perfect right angle triangle now. Now let me do this program. I'll ask a character, row and column, and then I'm going to print row into column format. So 3 things I have to ask. Int how many rows, that is x, comma int y for column, and char ch for the character. It will print the character and a tab if you want, and this is not required anymore. This is also not required anymore. And what was the program? This is printing row into column format. Row, it is going how many times? For I is equal to 1, I less than equal to this many times, row number of times that you have entered, and j will go how many times? Column you have mentioned now, this many columns you want every time, so y number of times, and it will print this particular character. And in between, if you want a tab space, you may give. Okay, let us keep it. Compile and let me run the program. So I want 5 rows, 5 columns, and the character to be given in single quotes, right? What character? You may give a symbol also. I'll give what? At the rate. Let us do this. Why it is going infinite times? Let me reset this. Open this program. For j is equal to 1, j less than equal to I, j plus plus. Oh, here it is going in increasing order, so it would be plus plus. Compile, close. When you modify the program, you have to take care of all the small things. These are all logical errors you have to take care of. During compilation, it is not showing you any output or any error, but while running, it is not giving you the expected output. So you have to take care of that also. Compile, it's done. Now let me run it. 5 rows, 6 columns, and the character, let it be start this time. Asterisk. Now let me see the output. So 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 5 columns I told you. Let me clear this first and let me run. I want 5 rows, 5 columns, and a character at the rate. Okay, 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, and at the rate symbol is getting printed. I hope you have understood this program. Now let us do this program. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, and so on. The loop is, the format is what? Again, inverse triangle. Let us see. Inner loop is going 5 times first, then 4 times, 3, 2, and 1. Now how to get this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? That means every time the inner loop is starting from 5, you see. So I have to start the inner loop with 5, but it will go first, 5 times, then 4 times, then 3. So how to control this? For this, you have to go to your BlueJ window, and what modification you have to do. Now you don't need all this, so remove this, and then you do what? For I is equal to 5, I more than equal to 1, and this time it is going in decreasing order, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and j loop is going sorry, it is going from 1, it is less than equal to 5, and I is plus plus only. This loop was going 5 times in increasing order, but j loop is starting from 5. Every time it is starting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this value will be printed. J's value would be printed, and I don't want this tab space to be there, right? Now what is happening, it's always starting from 5 and it is going more than equal to I number of times. I is right now 1, so 5 to 1 times it will go and it will print the j value, that is 5 4 3 2 1 in the same line. Now let me compile. No syntax error. Now let me run the program. Why? Again logical error. J minus minus, just see. Compile. So output has come. Again I have to clear this because 5 4 3 2 1 5 4 3 2 5 4 3 5 4 and 5. I hope you have understood this program also. So let us do this program now. These are, these two programs especially dealing with spaces, so I'll do at the end. This one, this row is going 4 times and 5 times the column. It is more or less the same like this, but instead of a character you're printing the value of row, not column, right? 1 2 2 2 2 and so on. So this is quite easy. I'll take very less time to just write the code. So let us go to our BlueJ window and quickly do this program. First of all, the loop is going how many times? Again I have to see. Row is going 4 times. Row is going 4 times and column is going 5 times. 1 less than equal to 5 and this is plus plus. This time no logical error we have to take care of. I less than equal to 4, I plus plus, it is in increasing order. This is also in increasing order, but you're printing the value of row, not column, right? So let us run the program. This is your terminal window. Let me run once more. This was the last output and this is the current output. Let me show this once more on a clear screen. So this is exactly the output that we actually wanted. So this is the output. Now let us do this program. I hope you have understood. This program will do 5 spaces first. This format 1 1 2 1 2 3, this you can manage, but the space is actually a problem. So let me do this program. Okay, so let us go to this BlueJ window and let me rub off this part. This already I have coded. Okay, public static void main. This is my for loop. How it is going, you just see. Our row is equal to 5. K is another variable which is 1. Rather, let us write the program on our own only. Or let me take row, for example, it is 5. 5 it is. So this particular loop is going from 1 to R, that is 5 times. So 5 blank spaces are getting printed. Okay, because R is 5 and B is going from 1 to R, 5 blank spaces are getting printed. Yes or no? What this program is telling. So, and you need one variable that will keep the track of the row, right? So let me go here. K is what? 1. So this particular loop is doing what? C is equal to 1, C is going till K times. K's value is what? 1. So next time when it is 2, this particular loop will go from 1 to K, that is 2 times. Again when it is 3, this will go from 1 to 3. So 1 to, you just see this particular print is printing side by side, no ln. So immediately as you finish this loop, get into this loop and it prints 1, then 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3 and so on. After completing this blank spaces and 1, it will come down to the next line, then it will print, R would be how much? 4. So it will go from 1 to 4, 4 blank spaces, and then this will go from again 1 to K, that is 2. 2 times it will print the value of C. C is what? 1, and then finally it will be 2. Then it will come down to the next line. So this is how it is printing the program, and this is the outer for method and class compile. Now let us run the program. So 5 blank spaces, then 1, 2. This is what the program was. Yes. So this is what the thing is, right? Now let us do the last program. First 1 space, then 2 space and so on. 1 space 1, 2 space 2 and so on. So just clear it first, close it. So what you do? You don't need this. In fact, blanks, first 5 blank will be printed, and then it will print the value of K. Right, K is right now how much? 1. Then from here it will go to this part. K would be 2. Then 4 blank spaces would be printed. Then 2 would be printed. And then it will go down to the next line, because after printing it will go down to the next line. So 4 spaces, K is getting printed, then ln. Understood? Let us see this program. First blank spaces, 5 blank spaces, no, first 1 blank space. So it will be rather what? A little change. For I is equal to, R is equal to 1, R less than equal to 5, and R plus plus. So B is equal to 1, B is less than equal to R. So this loop will go 1 time now. 1 space, and then it will come down, it will remain in the same line, and there it will print K. K is 1, and then it will go down to the next line. From here you come to this part. R is also getting increased by 1, and K is also getting increased by 1. Now this loop will go from 1 to R, that is 1 to 2, right? Because R was 1, right now it is 2. So 1 to 2, 2 blank spaces will be printed. So 2 blank spaces, after printing it will remain in the same line, and then it will print the value of K, that is 2. And then because of ln it will go down to the next line. Now let me compile and let me run the program. So 1, 2, diagonally it is printing the numbers. I think you have understood all the patterns today that you have seen here, right? Just check it out. See the video once more and try all these programs on your own. How to create blank spaces 5 4 3 2 1, then one blank space, two blank space, and so on. So all variations are shown you, how to work with rows, how to work with columns, how to create gaps in between, then how to print, if the triangle goes you know in a right angle triangle format, then what you have to do. If it goes in inverse format, what you have to do. If it is not mentioned, the rows and the columns, if it comes from the user, then how to do it. Okay, and if it is a fixed format, it is given 4 rows 5 columns, then also you can manage it. See this video once more and you try all the programs on your own. If you can do all the programs on your own, then other patterns if given, I think you'd be able to manage. Thank you so much for watching this video. Keep learning from E-SHIKSHA. Thank you so much.